What is blogging? I would say that blogging is, first of all, is publishing. You publish a piece of content on your blog. For example, WordPress is a blog, Blogger is a blog, but we also have social media networks such as Facebook and Twitter. Twitter is, and Facebook sometimes is also called microblogging sites, especially Twitter. It's a microblogging site. Okay, so blogging is about sharing your thoughts or your research or your beliefs or your stories. Okay, I think that's the word I like the most. It's about having a conversation and sharing your stories. So you tell your story on a blog, and then if there are comments to the blog, then you can start to have a conversation about the particular thing that you're talking about. For example, this YouTube is a vlogging, which is the visual or the video blogging, okay, of the same thing that someone would do. For example, if they are doing a written blog, so this is just a video blog, and sometimes we call it a vlog. Okay, so it's also about telling this story. Like I'm telling the story of blogging, and if you have questions or you have suggestions to make about maybe the content, maybe the contribution, maybe even the presentation, maybe the graphics, or anything to do with the video or with the story, then you're likely to comment in the comment section, and I'm likely to respond to the comments in the comment section. Okay, so when I do respond, then a conversation is going on, and that's the most important thing about blogging, about publishing. Okay, you want your content to have that conversation, that interaction, because it means that if it's a blog, then you're attracting more attention to it. It means that advertisers are looking at your website or your blog, and if they are happy with the interaction that's taking place, then they're more likely to advertise. Okay, same thing with YouTube. If it is noticed that your website is bringing in a lot of traffic and people are commenting and there's interaction around certain subjects, then you're likely to get advertisers coming to your platform to advertise and to pay big monies. Okay, so blogging or telling stories is publishing material that you're passionate about. So if you're not passionate about something, people can tell from the way that you're speaking that there is something missing. You're not convinced about what you're talking about, and if that happens, they're likely to be put off. But if you're passionate about something or you're knowledgeable, so it's not enough to just have passion. Okay, once you have passion, you have to do your research. You have to know what you're talking about. People have to see that you know what you're talking about. Okay, my approach is I ask a lot of questions, okay, because it helps me to think, and it also helps those who are watching my videos to think with me, and probably that is more engaging than someone who is just telling you facts, okay, because facts come and facts go. So it is about putting your convictions into writing and sharing with the world. Okay, that's another way of looking at blogging. Putting your convictions into writing and sharing it with the world. It is also the world as you experience it. Okay, as you, not as what other people have experienced. So you're not trying to tell other people's stories, unless if you want other people to tell their stories through you, but it should be as you experience. So as you experience the telling of those stories through you, that could be another way of looking at it. It is also a way to get into a conversation about the things you're passionate about. Okay, so you really want to talk about certain things you're really passionate about. So let's say you're passionate about physics and that's the only thing you want to talk about. To become an expert, you need to be talking about it with other people. You need to be getting into conversations, because that information, if you keep it to yourself, will eventually come out. You'll eventually forget some of those things. So to be an expert at anything, it has to be something that you do every day, which is why those people who do the jobs that they are passionate about, okay, do not feel like they are working. Whereas if you feel like you're working, it means you're probably doing a job you don't like. So there are a variety of digital platforms where you can share or publish your writings. And these include social media networks such as Facebook and Twitter, and blogging platforms such as WordPress and Blogger. And of course, we can't forget that there is YouTube, which is the platform that I'm actually doing this right now. So YouTube is big. YouTube is the second biggest search engine after Google, and we know that YouTube belongs to Google. So Google has taken those algorithms they use for their search and incorporated them into YouTube. But there are also other platforms, social media platforms, that people are not really taking advantage of. We are talking here about Instagram. We are talking about there's Instagram, then there's Snapchat, and there's a new one that I like very much. In fact, it is called the Twitter of audio, and the name of the platform is called Anchor, Anchor, Anchor. So Anchor is like your own personal radio station where you can talk about, you can blog basically, but you're blogging using your audio. You're talking just like I'm using audio now. You're also using audio on that platform. It allows you to go for a maximum of 5 minutes, and after that you can share your audio, on the other social networking platforms. And the other thing you can do with that is, after you finish recording your 5 minutes, there are background sounds or music that you can put to accompany your wave. They call it a wave, just like in Twitter we say a tweet. On Anchor they say a wave. Okay, so just wanted to talk about this and about blogging, and there are many different forms of blogging, and I've barely touched the surface. Okay, but that just gives you an idea of just how possible it is now for us to communicate on so many different platforms, to express so many different ideas, and to tell so many different stories. Okay, so thank you for watching this one, and I'll definitely be making more.